India, Muhammad Tughlaq is just starting to collapse. Like at the height of Muhammad bin Ibn Tughlaq, all of this was under his control too. So it was only really these people and these people who weren't there. Vatican City. I mean, so you have the Papal States here, and they're also their place over here. But yeah, gosh, at the height of Ibn bin Tughlaq, only Orissa and the people there were are who under the same category? The Papal States? No, the Papal States are unified under the Pope. We have a bunch of vassal relationships all over. Tons of little independent tribes. And then where it wants us to go this time, the Kingdom of Heaven. Wants us to be this tiny little province here. Subject of Shuidong. Well, why don't I just go become Shuidong then? Is a Tusi of the Kingdom of Liang. Well, let's go be Liang then. Vassal of the Great Yuan. Okay. Well, you know what? I can stand to be underneath China directly. And then apparently have people under me. So let's go ahead and be the King of Liang. Tukluk Borjajit. You're gonna be a Borjagin. You're gonna be a... Okay. 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 We're freaking Borgian. Let's go. Let's go take a look at our entire fucking dynasty that is half the goddamn world. Descended as it is from someone important. Where is he? That guy! That's why I'm like, we're Borgians. Died 109 years ago at the age of 65. Temuhin. And now here we are. The far less impressive King Tughlaq. One of the many, many Tughlaqs. Okay, show me my diplomacy mode. So... this is not going to be a lot of war going on in this area, I don't think. We are a part of the Middle Kingdom. We have the ministries. We are currently paying yuan stuff. There's the members' celestial laws. So there's established provincial governors giving legitimacy and loyalty to Overlord. We have a restriction of the Tian Sha, which reduces the payment to the Overlord. We have civil registration, a free Sefeng Titi. So that's more loyalty. Direct appointment. Freedom to trade. Oh, it's a Borjigin. That's right, Borjigins are in charge of yuan. So, our second cousin is the Emperor of China. Heck yeah. We have a bunch of rebellious subjects. Well, that's fun. Okay, let's see what we can know about our subjects. So we have a bunch of subjects. We have Tusis, and we have Show me your diplomatic status. Two C's. Okay, so we have our two C's. So if we look at ourselves here, we collect tribute from them. Some are our tributaries, some are our two C's. So tell me more about two C's. Two C's must use the same court language, cannot cancel the relation on their own. Strength impact is tiny, cannot be annexed. We can build in their ports, we can recruit regiments in their locations. Okay, so it's like a vassal that hurts us less, and we can't annex it. Dali is just a vassal. And they fucking hate us. So Dali, I would like to rearrange things with. Okay. We have a lot of disloyal vassals. Okay. So we are the three departments. Cheaper policies, more possible government reforms. So it's a free, less policy, cheaper policies. Okay. Do I have anything that can help me with subject loyalty? Let's establish a feudal nobility so that our subjects are less angry. That should take a bunch of our rebellious subjects away. I would like more diplomatic capacity and reputation if I can. And that's everything. Okay. That's what we have. Sanzi is our most loyal vassal at 0. Why are people disloyal? Country strength, opinion, unsupported used diplomacy, diplomatic capacity. Mostly it's opinion. Okay, so we're going to need to be doing relations improvements. We're gonna have so much trouble. Okay. I'm gonna improve you directly because I want to try to annex you. And then I'm gonna do my improvements. Actually, improve opinion of the boss. Make sure the boss doesn't hate us. And then we can start improving with the people who like us the most. Diplomatic endeavors, please, and thank you. And strengthen the government first. Then we'll look at other things. So Temulin, you do that. And Bullet, you're kind of shit. Ganbatar. There we go. Nothing bad can happen to us being related to China. We have, oh, so many things we need to worry about. Okay. First things first. Automate our trade, please. Automate minting. Taxation. Yeah, that's all stuff I'm going to want. We're going to go with the examination system. We are going to demand pleading in the court language. And as far as advancements are concerned, go straight for that. Okay. And rivals. Dive yet. Oh, we need another rival. Goryeo. And Tibet. There's our rivals. So, see, Kingdom of Liang, look how big we are. Our name is all over everything. Rebels? Oh. Slaves can be any religion they want, it's fine. We have rebels? Who could possibly want to not be in our area? Yay! Fast queue! Look at all of our disloyal subjects. They're not rebellious anymore, at least. We're over our cultural capacity limit. Which honestly, I think means that when our legitimacy is back to full, I'll want to swap you into cultivating a new culture. Am I actually going to be cultivating a new culture? I think I will be. And what's our market? Our market's incoming. Let's go. And coming is... Is it our capital? It is. Our capital's incoming. Or Kunming. It's probably how it's pronounced. What's the road situation look like? What's the roads and rivers situation look like? Roads where we live, we don't need roads. There's a road over here. Okay, that's a problem. That probably explains why we have a bazillion vassals. And the rivers? Okay, we do have some pretty okay rivers system. So we have some tolerable proximity. The Middle Kingdom? No. Who's rebellious? Who's rebellious? Huh? Let's see, as far as proximity is concerned, these places over here don't give us anything. I'm not going to release them as vassals because we're already having troubles with that. Like this independence movement forming. What's our military? We have hardly any we have hardly any levies. That's not great. Do we have anything that can help speed up? They're gonna make our people more loyal. Not really. When Age of Renaissance gets here, and we'll pay the money to save him, it's fine. When Age of Renaissance gets here, we can go to late feudal relations, and that'll help. I'm not liking all of these independence movements. Really not. Peliquid Horde and the Gurgan Horde have... Bimoist Zealots. They're mostly Bimoism. Okay, is there a reason I can't be Bimoist? There's a bunch of stability. Looking at how my frames dropped, I wouldn't be surprised if we did have a hiccup for a moment. This Bimoism. Ugh, we don't want that. Hey, buddy, you're serving a dying thing. Convert the people of Yunnan into our state religion, please. So that the Bimoists at least don't get to take our capital when they revolt. And you're done already, so will you please crack down on the Bimoist zealots? What are we missing out on? We've got this town over here that has basically no control. With some livestock. Got livestock, beeswax, horses. So we got a bunch of people raising livestock up in the hills that we have no control over. Got some salt and lumber, some rice, some lumber, sand, livestock, lumber. I mean, we got a pretty nice varied economy in the lowlands. How much would it cost to just... It's going to be so freaking expensive, but how much would it cost to just throw a road in here? 400. So freaking expensive. Because it's all up in the mountains. Like, I bet if we're just going even from Lufeng to Weichu, that's... Yeah, it's so freaking much. And if we check our control, like... Actually, we could probably use some over towards Lunan. How expensive is our road to Lunan? Can't quite afford it. We can get one into Liang, and that will help. We'll build a road. Roads are important. Where we don't have rivers. Gosh, look at the tactical map mode. We are in the part of China that it sucks to fight in. And ostensibly, we're in charge of it. So, like, if you hit tactical map mode, you can see penalties, penalties, penalties. All these give attackers penalties. And then these are all, like, flat. Maybe a better map mode would be topography. All of this are mountains. So you can see the mountains, you can see the hills, you can see the flatlands. We have a little valley of flatlands around a bunch of hills. Yeah. So attackers get penalties in all this. Except for our territory. And we look at vegetations. It's all forests and woodlands, which are also attack penalties. There's not really any dangers, so we're avoiding the earthquake zone and the hurricane zone. So that's good. The difference between forests and woods, we can grab this and look. See where those areas are, and we can kill them in. So we got farmlands in our capital. Yiman area is woods. Weichu there is forests. If we look at the woods. Woods give you a minus 20% penalty to development, 25% movement cost for units, 12% impact on proximity, and a +1 penalty against the attacker on combat. If we look at the Weichu here, these are forests. Same attack penalty, harsher movement, harsher proximity, harsher development. So basically forests are just more intense woods. So it's harder to develop, harder to improve the territory. Yay, we have a new cabinet member. Excellent. Your job is to foster a new culture. Crown Prince, go do that. Our Crown Prince is going to try to foster a culture, because right now, if we look at our cultures, we are mostly Yi, but we have a lot of other stuff, and our rulers are Mongolian. So we're going to try and foster a Mongolian Yi fusion culture that we can then convert everyone into. Cancelled. No, okay. Well, in that case, I need you to start assimilating. Actually, wait. Let's look here. We tolerate the Yi. We can accept. So let's actually start with the Lahu, because we can accept the Yi. Stop tolerating the Lahu. Okay. So go over there, assimilate the mountain people into Mongolian. That's our heir. We sent our heir. We sent our heir to go lecture the rebellious mountain peoples about the importance of being properly Mongolian. Hey, we gained cores. That's great. Did we not have cores before? We didn't have cores before. We didn't have cores. In this corner, there are Lahu, largely. And then there's also some spatterings of other cultures. Mostly people are Yi. We accept the Yi. We're gonna just kind of convert Lahu and Hui and Shu and all of them into Mongolian. And if we make them Mongolian, it should improve our integration and our core. Like, right now, the fact that we don't have an accepted culture there means that that province is just integrated, not a core. Which, for from control doesn't matter, because we're not going to gain anything either way, but it's, you know, bit by bit. We're going to improve things. And eventually, we'll turn around and probably convert our government to Yi, if I'm entirely honest. Like, the second Great Yuan is no longer the Emperor of China. We're probably going to flip around and say, yeah, we're Yi now, thank you. Who's rebellious? Well, all of them have no loyalty. None of them have loyalty. Countries think of all 2C versus Overlord. We really just need to recruit some regulars. That'll go a long way. Let's hold this in our capital. Let's, if possible, fund a trade expedition. You know what? We haven't checked our local laws. Let's do that real quick. Central Council, that's fine. Examination system's fine. By blood is fine. Balanced court is fine. Favoring the ruler, I like. Peasant levy is acceptable. Do we have anything that improves subject loyalty? I don't think any of these will, but if I see it, we're gonna go for it. Nope, it looks like we're just gonna have to cope. Parliament's a little annoyed. I'll take some serfdom support, that's fine. Eventually, we can form the Mongol Empire. If we take over everything. I don't think Liang... I think the goal for Liang is don't die. I think that is the goal of the Kingdom of Liang. Is just don't die. Stay around. Maybe unify your territory some because it's all a mess. Hey, question. Dali. How much does it cost to annex you? Opinion, basically. It'll take forever, though. Still. Okay. Sure, we'll grab some antagonism. We're not going to war anyway. We're surrounded by our vassals. Can we tax the burgers more? Hex yeah. No one's actually... Okay, we are getting payments from the Middle Kingdom. But it's not great. This disloyalty. This disloyalty cannot stand. We're gonna have a civil war. That civil war is gonna suck. But it is what it is. We lack the 156 stability we need to change our primary culture. No, we don't. They'll just eat all of our legitimacy and cause us problems. But also... There we go. We're assimilating people. I can't hear you. Just whatever you think is right. Just whatever you think is wise. I can eat whatever you give me. I think we're assimilating correctly. Assimilate. Arr. Assimilate our culture towards ye in there. Okay, so our people are revolting. Raise all of our levies. Oh no, first rebellion against Mahu. So we have a rebellion over there. Which disbanded our independence movement. Let's go. We're not going to have to worry about the independence movement. I thought the Civil War had popped. If we're very fortunate, we can keep our armies up. That's not thing that big. It's just... this one little... country here, Mahu, has done a rebellion against Mahu. So it's called in the entirety of everyone. So it's just these little nobodies, little nobodies back in here. These little nobodies are doing a little rebellion. So we can raise our armies, and we can shimmy our armies somewhere where the Bimoists aren't going to revolt. Oh, the Bimoists aren't going to revolt here. Okay, so we're good. So yeah, we're gonna chill. It's not going to be a problem that we have to worry about. The Middle Kingdom will last forever. Thank you. There's nothing to worry about. I suppose we should have a commander. I think the king can lead the army. Well, they didn't have the Mandate of Heaven, clearly. I mean, is there a dynasty map mode? Ahem. I don't think I need to explain to you how we have the Mandate of Heaven in our family. We reign over all of Asia. Got a low food stockpile in the coming market. That's not great, but it's fine. Oh, the zealots are even falling by the wayside. We don't need these levies at all. Let the people do their work. And their subjects aren't even rebellious anymore. Look at that. And we can build our road there. So there we go. We've built even more road. But the next roads are going to be really painful because they have to go up the mountain. But needs must. We must connect the capital city to the towns. And then we can push over towards Tahi. Potentially integrate all of that. They're on a road. They're on that big north-south road. And then are there any... I don't think we can vassalize any of these people. Like... Oh, wait, Renda is actually a vassal, so we could integrate them if they like us enough. Huh. That's a better vassalization. Or annexation. Because we're going to actually have some control here because of the rivers. Similarly here in Heku, because of the river. That's slightly annoying. Let's assimilate some of them into our culture so that they maybe stop revolting, stop trying to have their whole patriotic movement. We'll teach their children to be And how's our religion looking? Quite honestly, it's looking rather horrible. Well, we're working on it. We took the admin focus because that's what this is. This is an admin game. This is a culture and religion game. Oh. We can stop accepting Mongolian, and that will help. There we go! We fixed our cultural issues as far as our culture limit. So now we should have a pretty solid assimilation rate. Yeah. We're not actually constructing things right now, so let's come to the Age of Renaissance and hop right on that late feudal relations. Pop that loyalty up. I think that will make everyone loyal. And with loyalty comes potential annexation and improvement of the direct Liang holdings. Okay. Not the most exciting, but it's actually not that bad. Okay. We're going to just try and unify Liang. Hopefully we don't have too much trouble. Yuan is going to crumble, but that's a Yuan problem. And maybe when Yuan finishes crumbling, maybe we can unify enough that we can seize the Mandate of Heaven ourselves. Keep it in the family. Gain a couple stability. Give me that legitimacy. Why are you... Fireball! No! We're on fire. The Bimoist zealots have started becoming powerful again. There was an institution origin in Europe, so we're not going to get that. Where's the... So there's a little rebellion up there in the northeast. Not a problem. No worries. Don't worry about it. It's all gonna be fine. Our states are building more roads. The estates are finishing the gravel roads. The road network. Yes! Thank you, burgers. Look at what the burgers are doing. The burgers are finishing the roads. Oh, we don't need hardly anything. We just got one loan and we can finish that road. So the burghers are working alongside the government to build their roads. We'll soon have a road from Weichu all the way to Lunan. And that's already cranking up proximity to existing. We've got actual proximity in Weichu, which means maximum control 34%. Let's go. That would be fun. A whole cup and string telecommunications network running from Lunan. But no, it's just gravel roads, increasing proximity so that we can send people along and actually tax the mountain folk. Let's break even our diplomats. Start improving the people that we're going to want to annex. Because as much as I like Dali annexation, the fact is we're not going to have any control over there, and it's going to be so much to build all the roads and such. There you go. I want to be able to see roads. Yeah, they've got a road up and down here, but they aren't, like, connecting everything, and they're going to be so far. I don't think there's any point in trying to annex them. Honestly, actually, Heikyu we shouldn't even be looking at. Should be Rende and Mailong. And Malong. You're probably improved enough. We're not annexing you anytime soon. Probably not until we have an improved road. Or some other way to just get our proximity even tighter into that area, because this is just not worth it. Dubrovnik has professional armies. Not going to be us for a while. Let's get that speed up. There's no need for us to sit around at slow speeds while we just wait for China to handle the northeast. It's summer, we are again running low on food, but that seems to fix itself every year, so we're not going to worry about it. And how's our control looking? It's pretty good. It looks like we have our assimilation largely settled, so let's just do some increased control over in the outskirts. That way it can get the control up there faster towards that maximum. And we can actually start seeing the fruits of our labors sooner. Just send our air over to tell people to pay their damn taxes. And Cremona as the Renaissance. In Milan. Everything is over in Europe. Sad for us. Oh well. What do we need, really? Exactly. Actually, we probably need some libraries and research institutions is what we need. But look at this. Look at this beautiful unified thing, and we got more roads coming in. It's going to be like 10 years until those are done. More little annexations up here. Great Yuan is... They're doing fine. No problems. There's one Celestial Governor. 54% Celestial Authority. We can strengthen a ministry if we have spare stability. There's no eunuch power modifier? Will no one think of the eunuchs? Honestly, Torgan, Timur, Huangdi, bit transphobic of you not to give the eunuchs any power. Our king is now a babbling buffoon. Yes, I am. Our son should have a wife. Our son already has a wife. Never mind. Our son has another wife now. It's going to be 50% control over there when it's done. That's insane. 50% control over there in those mountains when they had none at the start. Turns out all we had to do was adapt their cultural behaviors and build a road, and everyone likes us already. If we look at our subjects, that's our least loyal subject. Them, way up there, they're our least loyal subject. And they're already like, yeah, we're cool with you. We fixed it. Once again, extent of our country. We don't actually have perfect extent. Why are you not mine? You're a vassal of them. Oh. Well, I'm glad I'm not improving opinion with you then. And you are also a vassal of them. Naning, you are just a vassal of us. You're not some Tusi. That's. I hope so too. I hope you don't get disappointed at all. I refuse to confirm or deny any of your theories because I am not going to confirm or deny a spoiler. I am just going to hope that you get everything you want. And know that very often the story will not give you everything you want. I'm improving my relationship up here, but if I'm honest, I don't know if I want to integrate Nanning until these two have been integrated. Who is rebelling now? Monglem. Oh, Monglem is actually, like, in my vicinity. Okay. We'll raise our levies and go help with this. This is in our vicinity. If it's in the northeast again, or the north, I'm not going to worry about it. But here, in the southwest, well, that's our business. Let's get up in front of that army and go march. Well, we're gonna march over to Mengla and recover our troops because we're gonna lose a bunch of our morale along the way. Actually, let's go to Seam. We'll recover our troops in Seam and then we'll go. Now it looks like we can actually go to Menglai. These darn rebels. Don't they know that this is, like, a single unified... Don't they know they're part of China? Gosh. Actually, I think we're going to just chill out here and recover some of our situation. No, we're going to go down. We're going to liberate Mulian, and then we'll march into the mountains here. That's our job. This is miserable territory to go marching through. It's not even any roads down here. Oh, no. I don't think we can build roads here, but if I could, I would. We need some roads this way. And a parliament. Well... let's have some stability loss. Because I don't think I'm spending any effort to make that pass. Yeah, nah. Tick. Don't like that attrition. Do not like that attrition. So we can't actually do anything here. We're not the war leader. They're a revolt. Yay! Free army tradition. Okay, let's get the heck back home. Job done. The Emperor can negotiate peace as the Emperor will. Hello, it might pass. It will pass, which will give us garrison size improvement. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Can we build a road here? Not yet. Okay. Well, at this point, we're probably better off not thinking about roads anymore. What is our most profitable building? Not sure I like that, but we can't actually build it. Not sure I like that, but... okay. I think we're at this point we are ready to transition into settling the tribes again. Because the settled tribes become peasants who become people who we can work. Okay. Those other people are busy with the same thing all the time, but our sun is getting a nice varied gamut of all of the work that goes on. That section of the road to Nanan is done. Is that bit forming? Brings us ever more proximate. Brings us ever closer to our maximum control. That max control is not as good as it used to be. That road. When this road is finished, that will help. Yeah, we'll lose less money that way, I think. If we check the rivers... That's such a chaotic mess. But actually what it means is... good control. If we look at our proximity and then we click here, we can see the route that it takes, right? We can see right now proximity here is mediocre because we have to take the road and go through this way. Oh, excuse me, that's going by river. So we're taking the road over to Lulong and then the river to Weichu. I'm curious to see whether in 1,000 days that road will bypass the river. So those are by river. That's by road. This is just without infrastructure. That's along the lake. That's along the lake. That goes by river. By river. And then no infrastructure. No infrastructure. No. That one goes by river. Okay. I like those changes. Those are changes to the map mode in the new version, and I actually like those. Lets us know that when we're going by river, when we're going by road. So we know a lot of the roads the burgers have built have not actually been that vital. But they make me feel good. And we'll want them so we can improve them later and then eventually get, like, early rail. Weiji, you need better education. Have some diplomatic stuff to supplement your military. And we're lacking leather. Well, what produces leather? The tannery. Which is lacking tar. What produces tar? The tar kiln. Let's get one of those built then. Wherever it is most profitable. In a couple months when we can afford it. We'll take the karma hit because I want to build that tar kiln. The Black Death in Kodutsk. Oh no! The Black Death is spreading out of there. Time to watch in terror as it comes through. I forgot the Black Death exists. That's fine. That's no way that some sickness that's in the steppes can ever hurt us. So we're losing we're using efficiency on our slaves because we don't have leather. We're losing efficiency on our leather because of a lack of tar. So this tar kiln should give us the leather production that we need to get the money from the slave trade. Yay! We're terrible people! There are towns and cities map mode. Or a development. Location ranks. Thank you. So we can see where the towns and the cities are. So there's a couple towns around here. We've got like one of the 3 cities. But most of this area is rural without much development. $19,000 people there. And they have more people there than we do in our town. That's okay. $137,000 people in Liang. It's always shocking how sparsely populated the world was back then. Another slave market, you say? Don't mind if I do. It's terrible. Yeah, we can repay the loan. Forgot we took it out. That was to build the road. The road that's almost finished. So right now, People going to Weichu from the capital leave Kunming, take the road up to Lufeng, then ride the river down around Nanan up to Weichu. In a couple months, the road from Lufeng to Weichu is going to be done, and we're going to see if people decide that it's faster to just take the road instead of sailing the river all the way around. I'm betting it's going to be faster to take the road, which will give us, in turn, better proximity, and in turn, even better control. And if not, well, we didn't pay for that road, so it's not like we lost money. We paid for this section, but this section's being used, so... yeah. Looks like the road should be done. Ah, they didn't actually build that road there. They built a different road. Well, that's unfortunate. Still, we have a 40% maximum control, and that ain't nothing. How's the Black Death coming? Gosh, sure sucks to be up there. Our unwashed cousins on the steppe. Our population's demanding saffron. We don't have enough saffron in the market to fulfill everyone's needs. This is a disaster. How are people supposed to get by without saffron? Okay, our tar kiln has a need. More laborers. Sorkatani here should probably have some administrative supplementation. I don't like focusing in on one stat only, because if someone does end up in my government, I'm going to need to move them around to do multiple sorts of things. Sooner or later, we're going to run out of space for slave markets. Hey, look! Delhi's collapsed more. Welcome to the world, Malwa. Welcome to the world, Bahmanis. That's Firuz Shah. Holding on to Bengal. That's better than they did in history. Okay, something's going weird. So I'm going to just remove everyone here. Something's bugged out, and it's, like, not ending the improving relationships with the people I want. Okay, you are the one I want to have the opinion improve with. Because you're the one I want to you're the one I want to integrate. You're small, you're near Kunming, just a little river away. Should probably build a road here. I think we'll be able to do that at the next month. Aww. So close. We'll have to wait one more month. And the control. Ticking up. Max 71. Max basically at... You're at max. You have a ways to go until you hit max. You're at max. You're nearly at max. Okay, we're ticking up mostly to about 50% control. That's pretty good. Okay, now we should be able to build that road to Songming, which will give us a decent proximity to Renda when we annex them. We have our various Count Dukes spreading us up in some monies. These are all probably too unfocused. Like, we probably should assemble some people. There's that late feudal relations that we wanted. Okay. Well, what do we actually want now? Better levies are probably pretty okay. Let's get literacy up. That's probably the best course of action. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. I'm probably going to be done fairly soon. My hernia is beginning to act up a little. some pretty good manpower. Can we afford to recruit a regular? We could probably afford a pack of archers. Oh, goodness gracious, I've just realized we have a fort here that we're paying for all the time. How inefficient of me. Loyalty of Liang to Yuan is 0. Our vassals are all loyal to us. We are not loyal to the Great Yuan. Oh, that's hilarious. The Chagatai horde has been destroyed. Rip. Rip them. Anyway. What was I doing? Right, I was looking at money. Still best to build more slave markets. Well, let's keep doing it then. It's so freaking funny that we're disloyal to Yuan. Hey, quick question. I'm gonna start an independence movement. I don't think we're gonna fire it. But you know... we can probably invite some people. Most importantly, I just want to know what our relative situation is. When we get a diplomat, I'm going to check what the relative strength is. Because right now it looks like they only have 200 people, but that's not quite true. A couple months we'll have a diplomat. We can look and see what the actual difference in armies will be. I don't think we're actually going to fire it, but I want to see what the difference is. Okay. If a war happened. we would be facing 18,000 versus 97. Yeah, we're not firing that war off. But hey, we're gonna be rebelling, so that's good for us. What does our the provinces around here look like? Like, you should probably control all that directly. You should probably all have that. We should probably be spending vassals to clean up some of this, like that. Yay. Hey, Liang, can we force you to change one of your provinces over? No, we can't. So if we wanted to fix this, we would have to integrate all of this and then spit it out. Okay, Puan. What's going on with Puan? Puan's got all of its own province. Is there anyone who owns a cross-province? Guangxi does. I need you to transfer subject to Shenzhen. Hello. What happened? That's up in the north. I don't care. Okay. So we're going to come right back down here to where I care. Okay. I probably can't do anything about this right now. We don't have any control there anyway. I guess there's not much point in consolidating our vassals because a lot of this territory is so bad that there's just no control anyway. Here. have a road so that you perhaps are more inclined to annex. You have been improved. Because we're at war, I can't annex you, can I? No. So when the war is over, we can start that. Hello. Welcome, Vajravarmi, to being an adult. That's not the thing that made the noise, though. The Red Turban Rebellions made the noise. The state of Yuan saw a grand factional conflict between supporters of the Mongolian lords and a group of Chinese-based Confucian followers, which ended in victory for Torgon Timur in 1328. However, that was the seed that laid the foundation for a storm to come. The lack of security and faith in the emperor, as well as the harsh taxations, has led to a bunch of things. We've got stability desire. Hey! How big of a fight is this? Not enough that I want to be messing with it. I don't want to be the first person to fire off a war against Yuan. We'll wait until they get... until they have a bunch of problems. There's going to be problems coming out of this for them, and then we can declare our independence. And hopefully bring all of our vassals with us. And... just become an even more powerful Liang. It's such a fucking complicated area here. It's fine. What does being sinicized do exactly? Less cultural tradition, more good things. Okay. I don't think we mind being sinicized. We're Chinese. We're just, you know, better Chinese. Or something like that. Like, look at this culture. Map mode. So many Chinese cultures. Oh my gosh. What were you doing? I don't know, but we have a lot of tribesmen that need to settle down. Seems like we have a lot of troubles filling our operations over there. So, settle them. I think we've converted enough people, so you can also settle the tribes, and you can do it in the capital. So everyone in the cabinet's busy settling the tribes. Invite to our independence movement. We don't... Okay, we don't have 500 manpower. What's our manpower cap? Okay, so we just can't. Okay. Can we build an armory? We can build a sergeantry. Our independence movement has disbanded. We have been pulled into a war with you. I should have started my annexation immediately. Do we know who began the rebellion? Tianwan Rebellion. Let's go. I think it's time to push the button. What's our diplomacy look like? Yes, we brought our people with us. Haha. Independence Wars. Let's go. This is probably a terrible idea. Raise all of our levies. We're gonna go southwest and hope that we can do that. Yay! The Kingdom of Liang is now independent. Or in rebellion. Tianwan is in rebellion. It's fine. Everything's fine. Middle Kingdom is weakened. This is our doing. Lead the army. Let's begin going over here. We're going to try and clear out what's down there, and then hopefully they're busy up with other people. And then we can turn around and fight back. But I don't want to get stabbed in the bum by all of them. Chen Rebellion, let's go! We love you, Chen. Where are the forts in this area? Are there forts in this area? I'm not seeing any forts in this area. Well, that shouldn't be too bad at all, then. Chen declared war upon our subject, Tianping. Chen. Gosh darn it, Chen. Can't you focus on Yuan? We have a whole situation here. We're in the middle of winter, so we can't move our armies into the mountains. And we're getting attrition in the mountains. When does winter end? Probably not until March or April. We'll get to you, Chen. Chill. We'll get to you, Chen. Don't worry about it. Woo! Good job, Woo! Burgers can handle it. We're gonna have some issues for a bit. If the war isn't a big enough indication, we're gonna have some problems. Oh, hi. You're a problem. Hey, who wants to join up with us in Metong? Apparently the enemy has assembled their army in the winter. Tibet. Has obtained an independence. Oh no, we have Black Death now. The Fong Rebellion! I do love that for them. Manchuria has broken away. Oh, Yuan is just having a fun time, aren't they? What's Chen doing? Chen is actually a problem. I don't like Chen. I don't like that. Come join. Finish. Help. We can beat them if you join us. Good. Nope, we lost. Okay. Well, that's not great. Well, that's suboptimal. The whole not having levies anymore thing. Hey, what do you actually want? That... Go mess with Yuan, please, okay? Chen, you're not my problem anymore. I knew Chen was going to be a problem. We would have not started the fight against Yuan. Because I think if we had gone up there, we could have, and hadn't been fighting Yuan, we could have pushed against Chen a little. Mao Rebellion! Oh, that's beautiful. Now the question is, does this all swap to us? I don't know that it does. I think we have to actually win the war legitimately, unlike all the rebels. And hopefully we can just take a whole bunch of stuff, ideally in the southwest. But we're sitting here waiting for the vassals because we got into a fight and got wiped. But in general, it looks like our vassals are pulling it off. Partly because Chen is blocking off Yuan's ability to get to us. Yeah, if I can receive people in the southwest so that they don't ever bother me from behind again and steal a little bit of the southeast, maybe we can push back against Chen. Good, we've got you. Chen is currently the situation leader. Oh yeah, the Black Death is everywhere here. That's not great. This is a bad time. The Great Rebellion, the plague everywhere. We need a peace need. It's like 60 war score. Then we can secure independence for our whole little corner. How's the Middle Kingdom doing? No authority? Damn, that sucks. Ugh. As I anticipated, the Southwest is really being a problem. But the vassals have started realizing that they need to group in the Southwest and deal with them. Yeah, well, take some legitimacy. That's just money. Again, I'm going to try and take as much as I can in the southwest, because like we have these sections and these sections, and all that should be ours. And then we have the joy of trying to integrate all of our wonderful vassals. We have secured the war goal long enough. We can enforce it in a peace treaty if we want to end the war. We can just have independence. But what if... I wanted you to have to... release some of these people. Yeah, they're not ready yet. Well, we're not losing, so let's give it a moment. Let's see if we can at least spit out some of these. I think it may be that we just take the piece. Take money? No. Okay. Take our piece. There we are. We'll return the rivalry of Chen. And we'll rival Yuan. And we'll begin the annexation of Renda. Can we begin the annexation of Dali? No, they're down in opinion of us. That's okay, they're not ideal, but we'll get opinion up. Okay. So there we go. Yay! I think that was fairly victorious. We are a free and independent kingdom of Liang. We are now largely out of the bullshit up in China. Our concern now is unifying our territory. Zhongliu. Don't be disloyal. We'll reunify everything soon enough. Don't worry. Just need to recover our levies and everything. And hope that some of these other people get independence from Great Yuan, because yeah. Basically, we're France and China now. It's all about unifying everything. Can we annex you? Theoretically? If they like us. Okay. I noticed they got connected here, and then we can annex them and it'll just be better unified. We also have a lot of potential road. How far can we build the road? Okay, to get the road across, we need ultimately 3,000. That's not great. We'll get the road to Renda. And then we'll get the road to Nanjing. But yeah, we're gonna have some situation, because I don't want that rivers map mode. So let's make sure we have our rivers map mode. Because we don't have perfect everything. But we do have some pretty solid river connections through our vassal territory. And that should help with proximity. Yeah. I think that is about as far along as we're gonna be able to get today. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. If I don't have any updates before next time, I might continue. But again, who knows what will happen. In the interim, let's go see if there's enough people in here to make it worth raiding out, and if we have anyone to raid out into. Yeah, we got the independent Kingdom of Liang. The independent. So, let's see, we got Pancaru's playing Twilight Princess. Stargazer's doing Mighty number 9. Let's go to Stargazer. Everyone, hop in. We're gonna go raid Stargazer. A raid from the kingdom. Let's put a raid message in. I'm gonna give you a raid message to send. Raid from the Gabo Kingdom of Liang. There we go. There's your raid message. Let's go raid and say rah.